So let's be honest, Kawaki is Boruto's new big brother and Naruto's new son. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. Because let's be honest, Naruto sees so much of himself, so much of Sasuke in Kawaki that not willing to just let him mope around, feel judged by the village, just colors are flying around left, right, and center. Is like, no, my wife made food. You're not being a loner. We're not doing this emo shit. And I love how he literally picks up Kawaki and takes him to dinner. My idiot son. I'm just like, yes, my heart feels so full. Although I did get Kawaki's line of looking down at the village and not seeing a place for himself down there. But I also did love that his favorite spot in the village was on top of the facial monument of Naruto and just looking over the village. Like, it feels so significant. And of course, they've made a big feast because they were never able to properly welcome Kawaki, and they still have that broken old vase that he destroyed, that he put so much effort in to put back together. And Kawaki's being so tsundere, like, I bought you another vase. You don't have to use that. And of course, Himawari's like, no, of course, this thing is precious to me now. You don't have someone put so much effort into something and just be like, okay, we'll just use the new one now. It's just like, dude, you put a lot of effort into it. Honestly, I would have loved if they had done something akin to, what was it, Kunosugi or something like that, where they put like the gold in the cracks to show that the cracks are a part of its character. But I also feel like that's also what the vase represents, that the flaws are what make it unique. And I also love the moment where Boruto hands over his headband to Kawaki because he has Sasuke's old headband with the slash in it, which it feels some kind of way having Boruto band because it's just like, that signifies you're a missing nin, right? But it's a really sweet gesture, and the whole family is doing their best to make Kawaki feel as welcome as possible. They understand that he's been through a lot, that he has a lot of trust issues, and they're working with him through it. And yes, Naruto kind of dropped the ball in certain places when it came to Boruto. That he was so always consumed with his work that he would sometimes take them for granted to a certain extent. Boruto could be more understanding, but at the same time, Naruto should have seen at least a little bit where Boruto was coming from, especially when it came to Himawari. And that birthday party he kind of ruined with his clone disappearing while carrying the cake. That was not cool. But we're really seeing the selling point of Naruto's family here is that they're an accepting family. Of course, Hinata immediately knows what Naruto is doing with all of this, and of course she's absolutely on board. And I love Naruto's comment. It's just like, this is a brilliant idea for you, Boruto. It's just like, what do you mean, Dad? What the shit? And Kawaki tries on the headband, and yeah, it's not a great fit. It looks really kind of odd on him. And then he tries putting it around his neck, and Himawari's like, well, a lot of people wear it in different styles like that, so you just gotta find the one that works for you. And later at night, because Naruto still has to keep a close eye on Kawaki, not at this moment because he doesn't trust Kawaki, but because Kawaki is still a target, so it's just like, and Naruto really put Kawaki under his care, so he has to really keep an eye on him. But that night before they go to bed, he really tries to sell, like, look, you belong here. If you have no other place you want to be, then be here. I've tried my best to make this village one that would accept and welcome all kinds of people. No, that's a hard thing to do or try to force upon people, but at the same time, if I feel like you can't feel accepted here, I failed as Hokage. We will find code. We will keep you safe. This is my mission. And it really alludes to a lot of what Naruto felt and went through when he was younger. Feeling like an outsider and an outcast, and all the work he order to become the prominent figure that he is today. It's just like, yeah, that was his whole journey. To see Kawaki going through a lot of what he did, of course he feels a special connection here. So that night, Kawaki ends up thinking about what he needs to do in order to protect the 7th Hokage, Naruto. Boruto has been taking those pills in order to suppress his Otsutsuki side. Shikamaru, Sai, and Ibuki have been comparing notes with the other villages. They've noticed a lot of the weird claw marks from Code that he uses to transport himself. And I love that they compare it to Minato's Flying Thunder God technique. Though it's not the same, it works kind of similar. And that apparently a lot of the other villages have also seen their markings outside of their borders, outside of their villages. So Code is really setting up to make his move, but I mean, there's only so many of them, so there's only so many moves they can make, but it also shows that he could get to Kawaki wherever Kawaki may be. We also have the situation between Sumeria and Amano, where it really is trying to get information from him, but the fact that she's being so upfront, I think she knows that she can trust him to a certain degree, but he's just being very sneaky, especially with that weird-ass pod that he has. There's something in it that he says will be of great use to the Leaf Village, which is just like, and even says it should become a powerful ally, which really raises the question, what does he have? What could he possibly have? I don't think they've taken anything from the lab that he was working at. Is he making a new artificial person? Or is it something else entirely? He refers to it like it's a person, so maybe it's something similar to Delta? But how? Make someone like that from completely by scratch? Raises a lot of questions. Also, Daimon with Code is being the most obnoxious of little shits. Riding from Code to Bug. Code even tries to kind of strike at Daimon, but it ends up him, so he sees that Daimon's powers seem to react without Daimon's influence. It just kind of happens whenever he's attacked. So as he ends up with a few of those claw marks on himself, Code takes this opportunity to show off his abilities to Daimon, and of course, Daimon thinks it's actually pretty cool when Code pulls Bug from one room over to him. It actually is a pretty cool ability. And so he tries to get Daimon to explain his ability, but Ada is like, no, don't reveal your secrets so easily, Daimon. And it makes Code wonder if maybe Ada doesn't trust him, but she makes a very astute observation. Look, dude, we've only just met. You know all you need to know at the moment. As we know each other over time, we'll reveal more of our secrets, which immediately lets Code know to actually be a little bit more to Ada than she's let on. So that leaves the window open for more revelations that Ada might have, that the creative team might want to introduce further. That gives them kind of an opening to not just completely lock Daimon and Ada completely into one box of abilities. And that's basically the chapter. Got a whole host of questions. At what point will Code decide to infiltrate the village? And with this as, how easy will it be? Because while a lot of these characters, Daimon, Ada, Code, they seem very capable, I don't know. Just the three of them, it seems a little too restricted. They need a little bit more in terms of power. And what is Amano working on? Who is Amano working on? I really feel it has to be an artificial person, but how does he have the resources to make something like this? What secret techniques are Ada and Ko and Daimon possibly hiding? I mean, there's more to Code than just the claw mark teleportation. He has Karma, so it stands to reason that Ada and Daimon would have at least a little more to them, because their abilities are very good, but they're not really combat oriented. It definitely feels like there needs to be at least a little them, so I am happy that there's potentially more going on with them. And of course, I just love the Naruto Kawaki bond. Like, one of the new openings for the anime, I think it's one of the new openings, or it's one of the endings. I think it's the ending, maybe, where you see a shot of Naruto's whole family and Kawaki's also there and they're going on a picnic, and it's just like, yes, yes, we are family. Insert memes and all that. It really is a wonderful and caring direction to decide to go in with Kawaki, and I really hope, because we still need to get to that point we saw in the very first chapter of Kawaki versus Boruto, and it's just like, apparently Naruto's dead, and I'm just like, why would you do this? Don't break my heart. I will cry. But let me know your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for notifications. And until next time, I'm Duuz-Diz-Din, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.